so they can go super fairy and get like a bright golden glow in their hair
Mhm,
feathers.
it like triples in size. Like all their heels are amazing,
They can Kamehameha heals.
I hope so, just for the sake of this
and
bit.
the best thing is the same base class for Scholar is also Summoner. So if you wanted a DPS class, that levels up with it.
Oh neat.
I'm sorry, are we live?
Yeah, I told you we were going live.
I never hear when you say we're going live.
To be
I-
I
fair,
only
I
I
didn't
only
hear it that
I-
time
I was
either.
like waiting
I'm-
for you guys to like.
I only
Yeah.
knew when it happened because suddenly an ad kicked in my headphones. I'm like, oh, okay, Twitch is running.
I told you guys we were going live.
To
Because I
be,
said
I need
I
you.
was getting the splash page prepped and
Yeah,
everything
I
for
didn't
it.
hear say. I don't know, man.
It's all good, buddy. Don't worry about it.
to be
God,
fair,
you.
I didn't hear it that time either. I
Ugh.
was too engrossed in the
Too engrossed in the talk of fairy godparents.
Fairy.
Fairies,
Fairies.
fairies.
Especially
There are
because the
fairies in this one.
DPS one of that, like you summon gods of death to kill people. It's fun, and also
That's-
Bahamut eventually.
Fairy god till death.
And also what?
Bahamut and Phoenix.
Oh, me.
That's fun.
Here, there's the art of it with the fairy and what your first tier outfit looks like for your job. Scholars are also nerds, which makes it funnier.
Me, can I have the fairy's outfit too? I want to wear a fairy outfit. It looks cute.
There is one. There's also the a Titania outfit you can get. Be king of the fairies.
It will be
Well.
Summer Empress, thank you.
Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to pull you away from this wonderful talk, and maybe and maybe not. I am considering getting this game now. Fuck you, Frost.
The fire rises.
I don't know. I already got New Worlds over on fuck. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Stay a while in Final Fantasy 14.
We are going to play the game we're here to play now.
Okay.
That's all right with everyone.
What? No. Why would we do that? Yeah, go
Be-
ahead.
Okay, sweet. It's about to fucking come over there and slap you.
Slap your shit.
Let's
Yeah.
come over there and bap. Anyways. So hello. We apparently like Final Fantasy 14 here. So that's good to know. A bit of a recap for last time. I realized during our recap episode when we talked, I was a little bit wrong. You guys have not begun the mission to blow up the Temple of Lolth. You guys are currently at a demolition site, stealing dynamite. So I was confused. I listened back to the episode the other day, and I was like, "Oh, oops." Anyways,
It has been like 2 months, so it's fine.
it's been a little while, so I just wanted to make sure that was the right spot. You're around there. So literally, the last we left off, you were all in the truck. I believe Saelathil was driving. I need to pull up my notes. Oh, jeez.
I don't remember any of this, so.
I'm so unprepared. Where did I put that? Two dragons.
Yeah, because we got a truck because we're going to go hijack some explosives because we of course don't have any on hand after we found out they're like, now we're just blowing up their Temple of Lolth.
Yes. So, it is Ayla and Lignan. Ayla is an elf woman, and Lignan is a wolf. It's a big wolf dude. They are currently hiding in the back of a pickup truck that Saelathil was driving. With Tanshir and our boy Gregory also in the in the truck itself, like in the cab of the truck. You have driven up to the construction site. There's a curfew. I believe the curfew has not. It's like you guys are. I think it's just before the curfew, or you're planning to go just after the curfew, and hopefully use Saelathil's police credentials to sort of get left alone. So what is the plan here, gang?
I figured out where my notes are.
Yay! So did I.
I'm trying to remember everything. Serest. I don't remember what Serest is. Or Jagari. Or Clagnal. Or caramel.
Have a caramel in my notes as well. I don't remember what that is.
I think those are places.
Yes, it is caramel. Yeah, that was a city. Yeah, the village.
Oh, here are people. We have Lipton and Alia.
Yeah. Yes, they are currently hiding in the bed of the truck.
Okay.
Oh no.
So,
Alright.
and you're
Frost, you didn't remind me to fix the chat. I will do that now.
Oh yeah. I've discovered they started to do stuff like follow and even sub if it's sub only, just to do it.
Listen, I will take their money.
Yeah,
But,
fuck,
That's what a
man.
friend says. Like, if you want to pay us to be an asshole, go ahead. I mean, we'll still block you, but thanks for the $10.
yeah, but I see they've already started here. So if I'm a little
distracted.
distracted, yeah, I was gonna say detached, but distracted. It's because I'm doing damage control here.
Absolutely.
So I do have the notifications off on this channel, so it's not going to be a problem. But I'm going to start my mess.
Speaking
blocking
of,
here.
to moderator mode.
Oop, oop.
But yeah,
And
they don't have the ability to speak right now, thankfully.
that's good. Anyways, what was I going to say? Yes. So the plan, just to sort of re-up on the plan, is that Alia has a little bit of lockpicking skills. And you're gonna have her break into the sort of on-site dynamite shed, which is locked because it's fucking dynamite. And then Ligdon is the explosive expert, so he's gonna collect. He's gonna help collect, and also just he's big, so he can carry a lot of shit. But you are breaking onto a construction to a demolition site where there is dynamite, and there are soldiers around, and there is an approaching curfew.
Got it.
What's the plan, y'all?
As we're getting closer, the first thing I'm gonna do is Ton is going to murmur a little bit of words, and there's a quick shimmer that just goes over every person, and I'm going to cast deflection on everybody, and
Sure.
since and whoever's in the front, I'm going to cast Conceal Arcana to hide that.
Sure thing. I believe you have to roll to determine if it works. So in everyone, that is 6 rolls.
6 rolls.
There's 4 of you. Wait, there's 3 of you. There's 5 rolls, and then 1 roll for your Conceal Arcana.
Yeah. Spell casting. Here we go.
Success.
All successes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 more for your Conceal casting.
Yes. Also success.
Yep. Excellent.
All right.
You cast a spell to hide the arcane effects, and cast deflection on everyone, which please get everyone a +2 to armor against projectiles.
Yep, and this is just in case shit goes bad, and that is
Absolutely.
That is most of my PowerPoints.
Yep.
But this worked real well last time, so. So I did
Beautiful.
that, and so there's a brief shimmer before it fades, and then another and then the conceal goes around Salathill.
Excellent. So yeah, you're all defended a little bit more from projectile weapons. You were parked, I think, like across the street from the site. What is the plan besides the magic?
We need to make sure they are distracted before we try and get inside.
is there like a gate or something?
There is like a chain link fence around the site, yeah.
And
So yeah, there's a gate, yep.
yeah, and how heavy is
How heavy is the gate?
or how heavily guarded is it? You said there were a few, but
The site itself is not guarded, but soldiers do patrol the streets.
got it.
So roll a notice check, see if you see any right now.
Yeah. Success.
That is a success. You do see a pair of them that are further down the street, currently walking away from you.
Okay. And then no others.
Not that you see. Not that you see right now.
All right.
Okay. Friends, my suggestion, not everybody go, and not all at once. That way you can keep eye out on patrols.
I can help keep an eye out on patrols. I recommend Samathiel join me here in case she needs to talk and distract. She's probably the best at that.
I tend to do good work, yeah.
I think the three of you, once notes. Go back to notes. Once Elia gets you in, Grigori and Ligden could probably carry the most.
Do keep in mind that Aelia and Legdon are currently in the bed of the truck and cannot currently hear you.
Oh, I was back there too, so
Oh, then I couldn't hear you.
I pull back the little slidey door thing.
Sure thing. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we've addressed it. So yeah, excellent. Yeah, they hear. So from what I hear, the plan is Ayla, Legdon, and Grigori to head in and grab some stuff.
Yeah.
Alternatively, I could join you, but that's if
How-
you think
how
you'll be
good-
healing.
How good is your being quiet skills?
Well, my being quiet skills is. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I only asked because while I could go with them, since I know how to be a bit more.
My quiet skills can use some improvement. So
Okay, I was just going to ask because I can do the sneaking, but also I'm very good scout, so either way is fine with me. I can go with them.
I think you'd be the best to go with them.
That way, any more patrols inside, I can keep an eye out on that too.
All right.
Excellent. So, if anything else, if there's not anything else, Ayla and Ligdon will climb out of the back of the truck. And Ayla's going to move up to the gate and try to unlock it. That's a success. She's able to pick the lock and get inside the main gate. I need everyone who's following her to roll a stealth, which I think is just Grigori currently.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if I succeeded. You'll have to let me know.
fuck. And then everyone who's staying behind roll a notice check.
All right.
Notice. Where's my notice? Gentlemen. Oh, right. This isn't in alphabetical order. Haha.
It's good to be back, baby.
Okay, so that is a triple success for Grigori, a double success for Tan, and then a single success for Salahil.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah. Sure. You Yeah. You guys fucking rock it. Excuse me. Unfortunately, so Grigori, you're hidden. You're hidden very well. Your friends, however, did not roll quite so well. Ligdon is a 6.5 foot tall wolf guy. He's pretty noticeable. And Elia just trips on something. Just straight up trips. But with your stealth roll, they're not noticed right away, but this does start to draw attention. As Tan, you notice that from sort of a side road, some soldiers are starting to walk up, and they hear something in the sight.
When I see him, I'll kind of just gently nudge Salahil and then camp my head in his direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Salahil, you notice them right away as well. These two guards, two soldiers, walking. One of them smoking a cigarette, sort of looks over to hear something and begins to go investigate the demolition site.
So they're heading towards our friends.
They're currently headed towards yes.
Okay.
They weren't spotted outright, but they did make some noise.
Well, we have a couple of options. We could go distract them if you don't mind.
Sure. Shall I make it look like I fell down?
I was thinking something a little more easy.
Okay.
She's gonna undo a couple buttons and exit the vehicle.
Yep.
Tan will do the same.
All right, you fucking slut it up a little bit and head on over.
Roll for cleavage check.
Yeah. No, listen. This is what I'm all about.
Yeah, it is. You're nothing if not consistent with his character, I will say.
She is the spider.
You start to walk towards the soldiers. They definitely notice you. What do you guys do to distract them besides just being women with breasts?
That's not enough.
I mean, it's definitely like yeah, it's gonna give you a little bit of a bonus.
Do they look like they're on high alert, or do they look like they're just boredly investigating this for something to do?
They look like sort of like, yeah, like they're taking their job seriously. But they probably they think it's like a cat or something. They're just doing, like they're just doing their job because they have to, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they currently don't think it's a person breaking in.
Now I trip.
Okay, you trip. Roll a. Oh, what would you roll in this? Let me look at the list of skills.
I will take a little bit of damage for this.
You won't take a little bit of damage for this.
To give me a bonus.
Yeah.
Really, there's only just persuasion, I think.
Persuasive
is her. Or there is performance too.
Roll either
Yeah,
performance or persuasion. I'm going to add a lying skill and let you guys take some points in it if you wish. Anyways, yeah, roll persuasion or performance, and then give yourself a +2 to that because they're distracted. You're attractive.
I will use my reroll thingy.
Yeah, you have 2 of those.
This is what it's for.
This is what it's
Yep.
for.
That's a critical failure.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, there we go.
That's without the +2. So
yeah, you fall. And one of the soldiers, kind of the guy who's kind of leaning around, trying to see around some things, kind of leaned against the side of the chain link fence to look inside. Notice you fall, and kind of goes up to you and helps you up.
Thank you.
Of course. You're right, yeah.
Yeah.
And helps you back up. His friend, who's smoking a cigarette, offers you a drag. As they begin to chat with you a little bit.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you. She can be so clumsy sometimes, but
Yeah, it is fine. Back in the site, Ayla, Ligdon, and Grigori are all like crouched, like down big behind some barrels like that, are kind of moving slowly. As Ayla sort of curses inwardly at the thing she tripped over and knocked over some classic random pipes,
Yeah.
cinematic metal noise, and begins to move on from there. I assume who's armed?
Oh, I always have at least a handgun on me at all times.
Yes,
I have my service pistol, but it's concealed in my uniform.
absolutely.
What are weapons?
Okay, Tan is unarmed. Um,
She hasn't chosen
Ligdon,
violence yet.
Yeah.
I'll say
I
Ligdon and go on.
Oh, I was gonna say I think that plays up to Tan's illusion even more. Is it's just while they're focused on her, they're not paying attention to Saelathil, who puts a gun to their head. No, we
Yeah.
don't do that yet. But when it
Yeah.
gets to there,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the other three are also armed. They have pistols as well. You have you got like a shipment of pistols. You have I think you have 12. I forget the exact number. But you have enough to arm your little team currently. So yeah, Grigori, roll a notice check. The other two will also roll notice.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes. That's a success all around. Yeah, you notice there is a shed sort of near the back. Kind of. Actually, no, it wouldn't be near the street. It's sort of closer to the building, so if in case it detonates, it's sort of in between. So if it detonates, it doesn't destroy the building. It also doesn't, explode people walking on the street. There is a shack that is labeled, that has a warning sign that it says "Danger, Explosives."
Is it a normal door, or is it chained up, like lock and chain thing to keep it secure?
It is a heavier door, that has multiple locks on it. There's a latch lock with there's a latch with a padlock, and then a door lock as well. You also notice that the door faces the street. So if you're going to do that, you're going to have to be in the open to unlock it.
So he'll just, while they're all kind of huddled together, scoping it out. We must find keys to this. I assume, knowing how people are with casual storage like this, they're all together. Probably one keychain. We just need to find that.
Ayla sort of holds up the tools she's been using. She says, "I can try to pick them."
Okay. We will give you room and cover, and I will take up a with the sheds face where the door's facing out towards. He's probably going to be on the side of it, looking down where in the direction that you could look back up to see it. So if he can see people walking back and forth,
Sure thing.
to get her to stop.
To get to the shed, you're going to have to make another stealth check.
Okay.
Yes. Ayla rolled. She succeeded. Beautiful. That's one success. Excellent. You two begin to crouch up, being very, very slow. We're gonna go back over to Tanshir and Saelathil. What are you two doing to continue to distract these two guards? Because you notice that the door faces the street, and you see that as well. I'll say.
I do apologize. I was walking off a bit of a drink when Miss Madame Goleaf informed me that the curfew was approaching.
You were very quiet there. I couldn't understand the last couple words.
you have to speak up because you're so far away.
Okay. I apologize. I was just walking off a bit of an afternoon drink when Madame Goleaf reminded me of the curfew.
All right, curfew. Two soldiers are going to roll the -2 to their notice checks. Okay. One of them is clearly oblivious, and is very interested in the conversation. The other one, seems a little more like he's not as interested in the conversation. And kind of just, you kind of see him like he wants to go and check what the noise was, and he's sort of trying to make excuses to leave.
Would the one who's trying to make the excuses, as far as my rank as an MP, usually MPs, even if they're not of a higher rank, they generally can supersede and order around other people.
You are not an MP. You're a civilian police.
Oh, am I civilian police now?
You're a civilian police. Okay. Yes.
Disregard. I can't order these guys around anymore.
No, you cannot.
Okay. No, if I was an MP, then I could be like, hey, take this person back to the road so they can be saved, because I wanted to get the squirrely one away from that area.
Absolutely, yes. No, but unfortunately, it's a good idea if it could work.
It's fine. It's fine. So they have their attention on her, right?
One of them for sure. The other one definitely wants to start to leave, and like he's not as interested in this conversation.
I know. Sailithil is going to look to the one that is interested in staying and says, why don't you be a good gentleman and help escort her back to the road so she can find her way? And she'll give just like a little wink and say, you can trust me. I will stay with your friend and we will investigate the noise.
Sure, roll a persuasion check.
Yeah. I'm good at those.
That is a success. The wild die saved you.
Thank you, wild dice. Jesus.
Yay. So yeah, you say that the man, one of the guards, sort of presents his arm to you, say Tanshir. So like very classic, like the arm out.
Yeah. I slip an arm through. Oh, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. And he begins to walk. And the other one kind of looks at you, Sailithil, and says, so we will look at the noise. He's sort of confused by that. Are you wearing your uniform? Do you have your badge out? Do you show him your badge, or?
Yeah, because my name had already been dropped to these two soldiers, so I have no reason to try and hide who I am at this point.
Sure thing. Shows badge. With that 7, he sort of nods, and says, "Well, it is always good to see that the police force here is willing to continue their duties." And he begins to walk back to the infiltration team. Ayla is going to attempt to pick the first lock. That is not a success. So the guard. Are you tempted to distract the guard as you sort of move over to investigate the noise and do anything?
I was gonna knock him out.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. Grigori, anything you want to do?
He didn't seem interested in anything else, so I was just going to disable him.
Sure, yeah, no, I get it. I completely understand. Okay.
Do I see them coming?
You do see, and then you also, you see Sailithil and this guard sort of starting to round the corner.
Where's Big Guy at?
Big Guy's near you, sort of hiding behind the shed as well.
He's going to give him like a couple little taps. He's gonna reach back, give him a couple of taps, and then motion towards that to be like, get ready to get this guy.
Everybody's just gonna jump him.
Yeah.
You should have stayed at the cleavage, buddy. Your whole night's about to get ruined.
The gun kind of opens his coat and goes to the gun, then kind of pulls his hand out and looks around and grabs a length of pipe.
Yeah.
And just fucking clock this man in the back of the head.
Or even better, he sees him pull out the big dog, I pull up the gun and he like grabs it and turns it like upside down so he's now hot has like the handle of the gun out like a club.
Pistol with the fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's
so,
a...
and as they're like,
Mhm.
so as we're getting close, and probably like there's that moment where Grigori and Saelathil make eye contact, and you know he's just like, hmm? And she just and I'm just gonna like chokehold sleeper him.
Sure.
So
Before that happens, you have to understand that the shed is away from the road, from the streets, so in case it explodes, and so Grigori and Nigdan would have to make a stealth check to get up close to this guard. So keep that in mind. But you're gonna try to chokehold him.
yeah, I wanna try and take him down.
Sure. Roll a fight check.
Fighting. Hey, that's
Yes.
actually a really good one for me.
Uh,
I say before I fuck it. All right, reroll. Oh god.
Yeah. You have one more after that. Would you? Okay, I can't.
It just flipped it.
Is there a +2 for being
Frost,
sneaky?
why is this happening again?
Okay, every time you try to be cool, games punish you now. This is ridiculous.
Do I want to give you a +2 for because he is he's not expecting it.
Oh yeah, he is super
That
not
is
expecting
that is a good point.
He's not
I will.
expecting it.
You have a +2.
Okay.
He's going to roll a d6 a fight against you.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you have to. It's the
4
okay. Well,
is-
he rolled a 2.
Okay.
He has no pluses. So you grab him.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take a little bit of time for you to choke him out. But I'll say for now he is shaken and is attempting to grab you off of him.
And so for like the visual for this, she is a soldier, but she went right into officer training, so she's not very physical. So this is like a full-on spider monkey jump. She's got her.
Oh, I'd
legs,
imagine.
She's
I'd
got her
imagine
legs
she's-
wrapped around his waist. She's got one under and one holding the thing, and she's just trying, and he's just desperately flailing as she's clinging onto him.
Fuck it, Ligdon will see this and just be like,
You might as well
Yeah,
tell
he-
him
yeah.
now.
shrug and
Yeah,
has the
Grigori's
pipe
like,
and is
"Oh,
gonna
oh,
is gonna like run. Is gonna kind of crouch, run over. He actually puts the pipe in his mouth and like all fours runs.
Yes.
The best boy.
I got
Yeah.
your stick.
He's got a stick. Then he'll pull the pipe out and is gonna attempt to whack this guy in the head. Which oh boy, that's an exploding die.
Oh, his,
Yeah, there's 2
Brains go
successes.
everywhere.
I was just trying to knock him out, but this is fun.
Yeah, no, he's
He's
not
dead.
doing lethal. He's attempting to knock this guy unconscious.
Oh,
he's
okay.
Not, yeah, he's not here to kill him.
I was gonna say
He's trying to,
because like yeah, when you hear the sound of a bottle actually make contact with the skull too, you intended non-lethal, but
And,
Yes,
like,
no.
like, I'm just gonna say, like, you want to make sure that he if you're gonna let him live, you're gonna want to make sure that he doesn't know it was you that grabbed him from behind.
well, that's why I grabbed him from behind.
Yeah.
All he's gonna know is something got him, and he couldn't see it, and then clunk.
I'm going to say, for the purpose of this, it has the staff damage. That's strength plus a d4. For Ligdon, a strength is a d8. He is a beefy man. So, d8. I just need a fucking d. Fuck, I'll just roll this. So that is d8 plus a d4. Oh no! This is bad for Ligdon. That is 2 damage, which I don't think is enough to hurt him. It is not. He does take a swing, but it hits the helmet, and Ligdon's like, and like, So yeah, I'll say that is your 2's turns. Grigori, do you do anything?
You know, for a guy that's really good at sneaky, I realize I have no melee weapons
You have a knife.
Not currently.
You have a knife. No, you.
Carry a
I
knife.
would let you carry a knife with you. That's fine.
That's a
Everyone
troll.
carries a
Then-
knife.
So you seen this absolute clusterfuck? He just runs over with the knife out to like gut this guy real quick.
Oh no! Oh, roll your damage. Roll your attack. With a +2
so
because
what-
he's currently being restrained.
Is it fighting plus 2?
It's fighting. Yeah, it's fighting plus 2. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, he'd take like the back of the knife, just like try to
Kind of
just
conk him in the head as well. Is a 5 enough to hit? That is just enough. 5 is his parry. With a plus 2, that's 7. So. Then roll. I think it's a D4 plus your strength die as well. Yeah, strength die plus D4.
Okay, so 2d4.
Yeah, you have to beat a 5 to hurt him. Yep. So he's officially wounded. You conk him on the head. He's not doing great. That is everyone. That is all your turns. Ton, do you do anything in this moment, or are you just enjoying a stroll with the fascist?
I mean, I'm not there.
She
So...
doesn't know what's going
But
on.
he's asking what you're doing while you're walking
Yeah,
with this
what
guy.
are you doing? Are you keep talking to him? Are you trying to lead him away? Are you trying to
I'm
seduce him to try to leave the area with you? What are you doing?
I'm talking with him and kind of leading him away, but I probably I'm gonna like lean into him a bit more since I've already said that I had a day drink. And
Yeah.
once getting to the road, do you mind walking me a bit further?
Roll persuasion with a plus 2. I'll give you a plus 2 for this. You're an attractive young woman, and he's horny. I mean, what else can I say?
I mean, hey, if I need to, I will put out.
Okay,
Literally taking one for the team.
take one for the team. A lot. Hey, you won't be the first woman to fuck a Nazi in order to kill them. Won't be the last, probably.
That's
Yeah.
15.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Oh, yeah. No, he continues. He just doesn't even cross his mind. He just I should head back. You're like, can I walk further? He's like, yes, I can. And you keep going. God damn it. Okay. Ayla is going to attempt to pick the lock again, and she succeeds. The first lock is done. She picked the door lock first. It's ready. She's going to move on to the padlock. All right, the three of you fucking yakety sacking. Do you continue to choke this guy out?
Oh, I thought he got stabbed.
He got
I back of the knife to his the side of his head to try to knock him out.
He's not doing good.
I just got two guys on either side just beating the hell out of this poor man's
Yeah,
dome.
this guy probably won't. I just want to make sure in case something wild happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep squeezing and just
Sure.
just gotta go to sleep.
We are going to make sure this man can never remember how to tie shoes again.
Okay. Since he's not surprised, no plus 2 to that.
Yeah, 5 on one.
Oh wait, no, he's shaking. He can't act, can he?
Oh no.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll I think it's a vigor roll to beat a 4. And no, he doesn't beat it. Sort of kind of clawing at you, and not really aware what's going on. Ligdon's gonna swing. Unfortunately, he does not make hard enough contact. So that is a miss on Ligdon's. He's beat a 5. So Grigori, are you gonna try to conk this guy again?
Yep. Let's see if I just go to sleep for the love of God.
He's not doing good. That hits. Roll a strength plus D4, so roll 2D4.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That is not a double success, unfortunately, because his actually is it? It is not. A 9 is a double success on his toughness, but that is enough to you choke him, you take the knife and just whack him in the side of the head, and he just collapses. That is enough. So you now have an unconscious man here. If you're interested, on his person, there is a knife, there is a pistol, and there is a rifle, and also with ammunition. And also his helmet, his boots, his coat. You could strip him if you want.
Does he have a canteen?
He does, yeah.
Like a hip flask canteen?
Yeah, he has a canteen on him, yeah.
Is it alcohol or water?
It is water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any alcohol?
Grigori and Saelathil, I'll let you spend a reroll, a Benny, to have brought alcohol with you.
Okay, I will give one of mine up, and you see Grigori take a flask out of his coat.
All right.
Beautiful.
Hand it over.
So then I'm gonna walk him, or I'm gonna drag him rather.
Mhm.
Are there like any trees or anything near this shed where we're trying to get into?
Near the shed, no.
Somewhere nearby. Is there a tree nearby?
There's an alleyway nearby. But not a lot of trees. No,
Okay.
not in this
I'm
area.
on the path that these two were going to investigate because I fully expect his buddy to come back looking for him. The intention is to put him somewhere out of sight but easily discoverable.
Yes.
He is going to be stripped naked to look like he had a good time, and then I am going to douse him in a bit of alcohol.
I assume this is what the plan was. Yes.
Yep. So I'm gonna put some alcohol on his breath, and very splashed around him, so it'll dry up in time, and pile his clothes up over in a corner, and it's gonna look like he had a good time. And whatever he's going to tell his buddy is not going to sound believable because he's.
He reeks of booze.
He reeks of booze, and he's
That's
literally
if
got
he
his
even
pants
remembers. He got hit in the head twice.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting to get a concussion.
He's not gonna be okay.
Okay, 3 times if you count the lead pipe right off the bat.
Yeah, just one conk. Anyway, so he's dragged off to the side. Ledan will help you. Ayla's going to try to pick the next lock.
Grigori will resume watch.
Excellent. I need everyone. She's not yet. This lock is a little bit harder. And so she is on her way to completing it. I need everyone, except for Tan, to make a notice check. Ledan included. It's exploding dice.
Oh my god.
That is 2 successes from Grigori and Ligdan. So yeah, you guys are okay for currently right now. Excellent. Ayla, sort of kind of whisper shouts. She's like, over here, come on, hurry up. And you go over. She's opened the shed. Opening up inside. Ligdan is going to roll a check for him. Okay. Yeah, inside you see dynamite. You see some cable. You see what appears to be like a plunger. What is the plan, muchachos?
Take it all.
Take it. Oh, okay.
Well, okay, not
there's
all
a lot.
of it, but definitely enough to take enough explosive to do the job, and then a plunger and the wire and everything.
Everything, yeah,
for safety.
You begin to load, to grab some stuff, and there's like a crate you can throw some stuff in, and to bring it out. Han, the two of you begin to walk as you and this guard begin to walk. He's starting to kind of ask, without asking, how far this is going to go. How far is Tan willing to go in this moment?
How far do you want?
Okay. Do you bring him back to your apartment, or do you go somewhere? Okay. Let's see how much. Let's see how. Okay. I don't know what Tan's comfortable with, but he's comfortable with an alleyway. Yeah, I rolled to see if is he going to alleyways and try to find a park, or is he going to go to a hotel? And he gut alleyway.
Okay. Yeah. She'll take the bullet.
Okay. So we're gonna fade to black on that one.
Yeah.
As Tan, I assume not super happy about this, enters the alley. Back to the group. Who's all lifting boxes? I know Ligdon and Grigori are probably the strongest.
I'll keep watch.
Sure thing.
My 1d4 strength says otherwise.
Yeah, that's true. What is everyone's strength score? Ayla's is D4 as well because she's a pilot. She doesn't need to be like a super
D4.
power. D4. Excellent. So Ligdon has a D8. Good to know.
Oh, he can carry the explosives because that'll be the heaviest. The plunger is just a box with a stick in it, really.
Sure thing. So then, Salithil, I need you to
Notice
to
roll?
roll notice. Yeah. And I'll roll. Let's
Four.
do classic D20 and see. You want above an 11. You want 11 or higher. Okay. As you begin to load, Salithil, you can hear, sort of across, sort of around a corner, the telltale sound of a what do they call them? A ratback. One of those six-legged, sort of weird, scuttly, like armored truck things.
Oh no. We have company coming.
Ah, shit, okay, put it somewhere out of sight, but easy to get to.
So I'm going to have, since I need Ligdan, which I will roll, Ayla, which I will roll again, and actually, you know what? No, Frost, roll me 2d4s and a d8.
A 4 and a 3.
Well, no, those are 2 2s and a 3. So those are 3 failures.
Oh no.
So you are not able to get them to the truck before this ratback will show up. So that's what that means. So do you just like put the stuff down, try to hide?
Yeah, that'd probably be just like put it up against the wall or whatever you can to keep it out of sight if this thing starts looking down that.
Salithil smoking a cigarette on the side of the road will really sell that. Oh, that guy got lucky. When we find him later.
I mean, if you want to do that, you could try. But is everyone hiding? Is my question.
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. So roll stealth.
Oh,
Ooh, my boy.
God bless it.
Oh
Now
no.
you use your bennies.
Well, they each have one left.
This is kind of important.
yeah.
It's
well,
also the
Salithil-
beginning of the session.
Salithil wouldn't have used her first one if she had that +2.
That's true.
Oh,
that's right. Yeah.
true. Did you? Yes, that's true. So yeah, you have 2, Salithil.
All right, there's a 4.
I
Okay.
gotta.
Do it, buddy.
There we go.
Hey!
There it is. There it is. Yeah. You all sort of put the boxes and try to put like the det cord and the plunger kind of behind it, sort of unviewable. Sorry. You put it sort of off to the side and behind the box, so it's unviewable from the street as Singh rounds the corner and begins to sort of tack along. And it does stop. And no soldiers come out of the back, but 2 soldiers do hop out of the front and begin to inspect your truck.
It's empty.
Because the truck should be out right now. He's not here, at least. Okay. One of them sort of kind of looks around the truck, trying to figure out what's going on. Looks inside sort of the back. There's just like that tarp that people were hiding under, which is currently not filled with anything. Unfortunately for you guys, so you rolled successes. Good for you. I'm proud of you. Great, fantastic, wonderful. However, Alia did not roll success. So one of them has a. Were flashlights a thing that soldiers would have? No, he has a lantern. He has like a gas lantern because I don't think flashlights were super common back then, especially for an army.
If we're treating it kind of one for one for World War II, they did have
roughly.
them. They did have them. They
Mhm.
just they had those big bulky flashlights, but yeah, flashlights sort of came around shortly beforehand.
Sure thing. All right. So yeah, he just gets this big flashlight and shines it on Ayla, and says, "You there? Get out here right now."
Oh,
And yes.
1890.
Ooh. So that's 50 years. That's no 40 years before. Yeah. No. So yeah, they have them. Kind of shine it on her. And she sort of gets up, and sort of walks, just sort of hiding, behind some vague, narrative box, like this a stack of pallets she's hiding behind. And she walks over, as they begin to question her. What is the team doing?
Sailithil will step out.
Sure. You step out, and the other guy who saw this stop examining the truck, and then just sees you, and at this point is a little like confused, and so his gun is out.
One
He
hand
points the
up,
gun.
other hand holding the badge. I am Officer Sailithil. I am in the middle of a undercover investigation. This is one of my operatives.
Okay, I'm going to roll a very important thing for the
Yeah,
soldiers.
because I am throwing so much of my credibility out.
Yes, I'm going to roll. I'm going to see if they recognize Ayla. Okay. Roll a persuasion check.
Yes. Boop. That's a 7.
7. Okay. I'm gonna roll to see if they be okay. Wow, they rolled really shitty.
Hooray.
They rolled really, really bad the entire. Oh god. He's gonna kind of go over and look at your badge, and then turn to his friend, and they exchange briefly in Undercommon. And he sort of takes you back, badge kind of looks at it, kind of hands it back to you, just sort of nods, and says, "Well, all right. Next time, do not hide from us. All right? Yeah. Whoa, whoa. That was the wrong accent.
Oh man, they're imports.
They're imports. No, that got weirdly into like Izzy territory, like the UD8 at the end there.
It would be so hilarious if they're also undercover and they're like, oh shit, they know, and they both just turn around and run.
This is supposed to be our operation, damn
Oh,
it.
Fuck.
Oh no, they're a secret. They're a secret second resistance group with the same exact plan, and we've just run into each other at the worst time ever.
Oh god, that'd be funny. Unfortunately,
we have the cool tank. Bye.
Die for that, please.
we have the mech. Goodbye. No, that is
Sailithil murders them all.
Yeah, I kill them where they stand.
No, they nod, and sort of just like chastise you for hiding, and then they begin to leave. And Sailithil, you're starting to wonder, like, you hope that, like you said, you name a lot tonight. It's going to be a weird day tomorrow at work. Yeah, but you were able, but they did not recognize her. They rolled a 2 and a 1 on their knowledge check. Good. Then they rolled another 2 and another 1 to to see if you're lying. So congratulations.
Hooray, I have a believable face.
You have a believable face. You also have an official badge, so they were
That
willing to
helps.
listen to you. Yes. So they begin to leave. They get back in the truck, back in the rat back, and continue on. You load the truck, and begin to drive away. And I won't make a roll for driving for this. You sort of, I assume you sort of avoid sort of the heavier patrolled areas to try to like not have it stopped again, and head back to the bar and hide in the basement. Ton, it's not great. It's not great. It wasn't a fun night.
It is what it is.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't great. You sort of just kind of leaves. You sort of have to make your own way back.
Whew. At least he's gone.
But yeah, you return to the tavern. Eventually, and yeah, Ligdon begins to sort of go through what you have retrieved and begin to cant it out and sort of start to itemize it and begin to make up a plan what he can do with what you got. Anything the group wants to talk to Ayla or Ligdon about or each other about?
That was incredibly close.
Is anybody hurt?
Thankfully, no.
No one that
No
no one that matters.
She high fives.
Did you run into trouble?
Just the guy that Sailor here was with. We had to make sure he had a very nice sleep.
They were almost discovered, and we made sure he did not see them.
Oh, okay.
Yes. How are you? How did your distraction go?
It went, it was effective.
Mm-hmm.
What do I roll for bullshit? Where's that?
I mean, to be fair, it was effective.
Well, that is not the tone of effective distraction.
Whether or not distraction was enjoyable is a different question, I'll say.
I mean, that's fair.
Yes. She did distract the guy.
That poor man's didn't put any points in his vigor. What a shame.
No, he did not. No, he's a fucking piece of shit. You kidding me? Don't fuck Nazis. Unless you're trying to get one over on them. Then, do what you have to do. Survive. I'm not gonna blame you. Anyways, you all can sleep. I assume you sleep in the tavern, in sort of your little basement. The next day, you either return to work or do whatever you're doing if you don't work that day. Sailithil, so your old captain was fired.
And he signed on.
He did not sign on. He gave you a little bit of information
That's right.
and then left. Yes, he went to go live. Went to the Commonwealth because he had family there. But he did give me some information about strange prison transfers to a new place, which I believe I have the code for. I do. Yes, but so you the next day you are brought into the new chief's police captain's office. It is a dark elf man who sits you down and says, I have received a strange report.
A report? What sort?
Two soldiers gave me a report of you performing a undercover operation last night.
Yeah, we were doing a drug bust.
Sure. And my confusion is that I did not sign off on any sort of operations like this.
Oh, this has been an ongoing investigation from well before you were assigned in. The old captain had all of the documentation, but since he was sacked, I can imagine it probably fell through the cracks of bureaucracy.
Roll a persuasion check.
Yes, I can keep doing this all day.
Mm-hmm.
I
Until
say
you
that
roll the
I
one.
say that before I roll 7 and a 7. Boom!
2 sevens, double sevens, one more, and I'll give you $1,000.
Yes.
It has to be in the same roll. It has to be the same. It has to be 777 across the
Oh,
board.
well, all right.
Yeah.
There
No, it
was
has to
an
be
extra
jackpot
7
rolls.
in there, but
I know that, and I'm gonna fucking no.
that's all right.
Um,
It's fine. It's fine. It was for fun.
I was making a slot
there,
machine
just
joke.
not in a row.
Yeah, it has to be three. It's three horizontally. It's a. If you roll a 77 and then a 7,
I
I
mean,
guess-
if you wanted to get technical, it still kind of does horizontal because it's got to go down and across, so it goes
No.
4. Yeah,
no, I'm going across.
You
If you
can't,
roll
really,
a
you can't really
77
do
and then another
horizontal with 2
7,
rows.
But what?
No.
But what if they roll
That's the-
again and there's a 7 in the second row, which would be 3 wild 7s?
Oh,
Mm.
I'm gonna say no.
Nope, there it is.
Yes,
All right.
I win. Oh,
I
thank God.
tried.
He said, "Thank God." He's like, ah,
I don't have money. You kidding me? I
don't have
bought
to
a
commit to
sword.
this bit.
No, it's fine.
Here's $1,000 in-game dollars. There you
Now the
go.
in-game dollars, it's immediately stolen by a mysterious man in a mask.
Damn it.
Yes. Anyways, yeah. So, he sort of gives you a long, withering look, and says, then I expect a copy of these reports and these documents as soon as you're able."
Of course, as soon as the investigation is completed.
It's not what I said.
As soon as I am able.
Yes.
Yes. How are you today? You seem stressed.
He looks you in the eyes, and says, "That will be all, Sergeant."
Very well. She'll salute and head out.
Yep. Okay.
As
And
soon
let-
as I'm able. He didn't say right away.
He said as soon as you're able. So, I mean, do what you gotta do, I guess.
I'm out of here. What is he gonna do? Fire me?
I mean,
out of a cannon into the sun.
it's not.
Oh, no, he has ideas.
I mean, I've always had ideas. Just didn't involve stun cannons till now. Anyways, so yeah, you have this. You have these materials, and sometime soon after that, as you sort of continue day to day, Ligdon sort of calls a meeting, and sort of sits everyone down, and says, "All right, we have issue.
Okay.
What is our plan to destroy building?"
We had the access to the blueprints before, right? Because we had kind of laid out a initial plan before we had gone on, right?
Yes. So Ligdon, his thing is like, it's like, are we like doing like maximum damage? Are we trying to like? He's still not sure if you guys are going to like try to collapse the entire building, or if you just want to like just like gut it essentially.
Let's bring the whole building down.
Because he can do, and when you say that, he says there will be collateral damage.
Could send a unmarked vehicle with the explosives in it straight in through the front door.
Yes, there will be collateral damage.
Yeah, he's saying we're going to have the damage regardless.
Yeah, so mechanically, a few options you have. So you could do a car bomb, and drive it through the front door, and you could probably load it with enough explosives that, well, it might not like bring the building down. It will make it unusable for a very long time. Or you guys could try to do it stealthily and like try to do a more similar to a controlled demolition. That will be riskier. So, as the War Master, I am asking, are you guys just gonna like fuck it, blow up the building, or are you guys trying to try to control the damage?
Looking at the map, what buildings are around it?
It's near government buildings. It's the government building. It's the headquarters for secret police. So it's near like there'll be government functionaries. It's downtown. There's going to be a lot of people around probably.
So there's gonna be like civilians and stuff there.
Most likely, yeah.
Okay.
And there's probably like civilians who work in the building itself. Like, there's probably the janitor isn't
They knew
evil.
what they were doing when they signed up to be a janitor on the Death Star.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you want to treat it like that, sure.
I do now. That way I don't feel bad.
I dropped a thing. I'm sorry.
We got,
Yeah.
If we start including major portions of civilians, I do not think that they are going to rally to our cause quite so easily. So, if we want to make this a bit more controlled, we either have to come up with a way to deviate a large portion of the populace from the area, or figure out a controlled deconstruction.
I suppose big question is, we know it will be very complicated to do controlled explosion, but not impossible. It's not hard to get working suggestions of working man in to start doing things in there, find weak points, etc.
That's fair.
But we could stage explosion on perhaps special day where people might be out.
Weekend.
Looking at the calendar, when is this? Is there any? Do I know of any celebration coming up, or are we just doing this like on a not work day?
Well, to answer that question, if you guys are going to take they know it's signing up when they become a janitor on the Death Star kind of thing, what you could do is do it like at 3 in the afternoon, where like people are gone and people working in there are either going to be like members of the Daughters of Loth, and then maybe some people like some civilians who just happen to work in the building, like again janitors. Like it is a secret police headquarters, so there's probably not going to be a lot of non-members working there. And then it's also connected to the government buildings, which is, a puppet government of a fascist overlord. So probably not too sympathetic. So you think that and probably like if you do it on the weekend when it works out, it's not gonna be more people out and about enjoying their day in like the heart of the city. So honestly, the best time to do it would be if you're just don't care, like just like take the collateral damage is going to happen. Fuck it, just blow up the building. The best time would do it like during that time. To the idea that like you can get like a working man in there to like plant these things, pretend to do maintenance. I mean, sure, but after that person has gone through how many background checks and security checks to be in, the headquarters of the secret police. So probably you have to recruit someone who the Daughters of Loth are comfortable with letting inside their building, which is a risk. So that's not the best option.
Gregory's just kind of looking around the area. What if we get a few of the people from the laundromat to after we set it up, before we blow it, just kind of make noise, get them out of their houses, away from the area. Like, hey, there's something over here. He tries to do an accent, and it's horrible.
Mhm.
You could, send them to warn people. Hey, on this day, don't be at home, or
You're
maybe
all
go
right.
out.
Don't come to work today.
Yeah, go to market tomorrow. Don't be.
Don't be a hero.
Because we do have, some people that are not a part of this, but they are, sympathetic. Wouldn't be easy. It wouldn't be hard to get the people motivated by the people.
Well,
So whenever we do this, we just get the laundry people to basically warn them ahead of time. Save surrounding areas. Some people maybe lose home, but it's nice community. They probably will help each other out. If 2 or 3 homes go down versus lots of families.
Ligdon speaks up at this point and says, idea is I could take some bullets and take the gunpowder and make small explosives. Not enough to kill, not enough to damage, but enough to be loud.
a false.
Oh, hey, wait a
That
minute.
is option.
If you do it from whatever side, where we are blowing this up, if you do it on opposite side, it also draws guards away from area we are going to
New
destroy.
idea. Yes. And I start pointing to between Grigori and Lipton.
Yes.
That's a better
We-
idea. You set up a false.
False attack to
False
draw
attack.
everyone attention away,
Not-
scare civilian away from area, guard come running to fake area.
Cause an evacuation of all the buildings
Mhm.
by using fake explosions in one government building.
Most government and people who are part of not a great government will probably be there trying to protect paperwork and other kinds of stupid things, which means people we want gone will be there, or we don't want gone will be there, so they can eat shit and die. Whereas civilian and most people have left because they are worried about something. Minimize innocent casualty, maximize not innocent casualty.
I think this is our best option.
It is option.
We did get some bullets from
We do have bullets.
that other
yes.
guy, so we have
We
the
have
powder.
crate of bullets in wall. He points to the fake wall.
So we'll definitely have enough powder for explosive big enough to be noticed, not big enough to do damage, kind of thing.
Pack loosely in small bag. It burns hot. It burns quick. Makes noise. It does not explode. It do not include metal in packaging. No people would be shredded. Essentially, shitty grenade.
I like these.
Well, does anyone know? Is anyone familiar with taking apart bullets, or is it just me?
I have a basic idea.
Good. It kind of grabs you, and sits you down. Said, "Restart now."
Oh, okay.
Is going to be a lot of powder for bullet.
I have an actual job I have to maintain, but I can work on this.
I can help you while she's off doing her thing, because I'm not expected at work till tomorrow, so I
Yeah.
can help today.
And he begins to brings out some bullets. And you see what he does. He just bites the end of it and pulls the slug out and this kind of spits it out and then starts making these little things. It shows you essentially it's just like cloth or some sort of wrapping. And then you sort of crumple up paper, and so you keep the gunpowder sort of separate from each other, so it's not compacted. So it just again burns hot and loud.
Now I do not remember. Did we manage to get the take over the laundromat?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I believe so. I believe you.
I think we
are
did
at
it
least-
right before the jailbreak with the transport.
Yeah, 'cause
I-
the former we put in the money to buy it so that the Drow wouldn't get a hold of it because it was a family member.
Yeah.
I think I will look through the
Dude,
past episodes and,
that's
and
right.
double check that. But for right now, we can operate.
I'm
as
pretty.
a
I think we either have
Because-
interim control or we're
we're waiting
planning
on
to
it.
or waiting on a
Yeah.
confirmation to buy it from
Yeah.
the family.
Because
Yeah.
we did it right before that, because that's when Salithal cashed in the insurance for the jewelry and stuff to be like, I need my money, please.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
I
we
will
also
double
hired
check
on
on
the
that.
former captain to work here as well.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
right.
I will. I'm like 90% certain that you're right, but I'm gonna double check later. Not right now, but yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Because it was either like right before or like right after the transport thing when we were spending some time laying low.
Yeah, and I think my plan was to set up, if I was able to set up a
That's right, little
24-hour
little hospital.
Yeah, well, hospital people get, free cleaning because blood stuff. And then also that's how I was going to tie it into to my job, and then the other idea was to extend the hours and hire some of our
recruits.
well, no, some people
We should do recruiting though.
from the underworld.
Oh right, have it be a front for them.
Yeah, and that way get some extra residual money coming in.
Right. Yes. Well, before all that happens, the team begins to make these little sort of essentially like guerrilla warfare firecrackers. I'll say you make a couple of them. I'll probably make like around 8. That's fine. They're simple designs. And we're gonna take a break. We've made for an hour and a half. And once we come back, we will discuss what Shay's wants to do. How we do that first, and then we can probably start the making Cigna proud. Start your act of domestic terrorism.
Hell yeah! All right. Well, we'll be back in about five minutes, and everybody get up, stretch, enjoy yourselves, and we'll be back shortly.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Burb.
hello. We're
Hello.
back.
Hi.
Welcome. If you've made it this long, you'd know that we are currently in sub-only chat over on Twitch. Not saying you have to pay to be able to talk to us, but just understand that the bots are annoying. Meanwhile, we have an actual sponsor, Grinding Coffee Co. They are actually good people. Oh, thank you, Felis. They are actually good people who like helping us, and we like helping them because they have delicious coffee. The flavor of the month that we are promoting is their bourbon coffee because it is fucking delicious, and anything aged in bourbon is even better when you taste it. That being said, use our code PARTYLIFEGAMES for a 10% discount. Grinding Coffee Co. is a small business, black-owned LBGT plus community that supports the tabletop area and us and all of the wonderful Twitch and YouTube people. Join the Grinding Coffee Co. family, and I
Yay.
am done with being bad at this promotion. Here we go. Back to the game.
Back to the game.
You did it.
I did it.
Oh, you did it. It was beautiful.
Eh,
I loved every second of it.
yeah.
Every second of it, not because we're contractually obligated to say so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not actually obligated to do shit. You kidding me?
It's true. I don't pay him.
I haven't signed a contract in 20 years.
I mean, you probably did when you started working.
You're right. I did sign a thing. Not a contract. Was it a contract?
I-
Probably.
Technically, employment papers are
Yeah.
a contract.
It's
Ah,
an employment
fuck.
contract.
Lied to.
You're
Libertarians,
you're part of the system now.
supposed to be a Fremen on the land. Now look at me.
Now look at you.
Um,
You're not worth the salt.
Salt the earth and the fucking whatever. I'm just getting to some sovereign citizen. Let's make a sovereign citizen joke. That's what I was trying to go for.
I had to deal with one of those last week. They are not fun. at
Oh,
all.
fun!
They're fucking
No.
assholes. They're fucking assholes, and I hate them.
Oh, I love it when they try to pull out like American law, like their weird American law in like Mexico and shit, and the Mexican police are like, "You're not in America, fuck you."
Yep. I mean, that's what we
Sorry.
told him. This guy tried to say he was a foreign national, and it's like the handwritten documentation that you have here is not good.
Was
It's
it
like-
in red? Was it in red ink?
No, it was in blue.
Oh, okay.
Oh, even
It's a
better,
weird
it's
thing about
probably
red ink.
erasable ink, just knowing they're locked in.
Yeah, it is.
There's a weird thing about red ink with them. I forget exactly what it is. Anyways, back to the game. Shay, you wanted to go talk to some to criminal friends and have them.
Well, you said that we weren't sure on the laundromat yet, so.
True. If you want to put that off until the next session, we can do that.
Yeah,
Just
you
tell
can
I am again 90% certain you guys did that already. I just want to double check.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
It has been a while.
Mhm.
So would I need permission to be able to have it open longer and hire more people?
If you owned it, you guys do what you want.
But like this
So-
whole curfew thing going on.
Oh, you have the curfew thing going.
Do I need like special passes for employees or something?
Well, I'm going to say for now, yes. So we have have an in canon reason why you can't do it yet. How about that?
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, you have to. It's the paperwork is being filed. We'll say, and it's a bureaucracy.
Yeah. All right. I go to that one coffee drink place.
Mhm.
That I.
With Colette.
Yeah, she frequents that too, doesn't she?
Oh no, the cafe with that you met your friend.
My friend.
Yes. Kalniza.
Kalniza Kamet.
Kalniza Kamet. Sure, if you want to go there. I thought you were talking about somewhere else. Yeah, absolutely. Are you trying to look for your friend or your friend?
I'll if I see her, that's fine. But if she's not there, then that's also fine.
Sure.
But is it
That's totally cocked. Okay. She's not there.
all right.
She's a busy woman. Is there something you want to do there, or are we looking for her specifically?
If she was there, I was gonna ask her questions, but
She's not there. I rolled for it, and she was not.
okay.
Just a question. I realized. Are you guys going with the car bomb, or are you guys are going to plant explosives?
I still like the planting idea.
Car bomb would be easier.
Car bomb would be easier.
It would be simpler. You won't have to get inside. Just have to essentially fucking put the truck in front of it and just put a brick on the gas the gas pedal.
That's true.
Well, who do you think would be able to get in and out easiest?
Probably somebody posing as a worker. Grigori's already doing enough of that, though.
As much as it would be nice to be in 3 places at once, I do not think I can do it.
I do have to sleep at some point.
Suppose we could have someone. If they need to drop any paperwork off. I don't think that is the right building. That I need to leave any paperwork for the laundromat.
No, that would be like a clerk's office. This is like, again, the headquarters of secret police.
Yeah, this is the Gestapo's building.
Yeah, you need a reason to be there.
I could ask for a date.
No.
I can try speaking to one of him, but
You want to speak to a Lothite?
it would give me a reason to get inside.
I mean, them arresting you would also get you inside.
Both of which probably not preferable.
No, that's what I mean. Talking to them will get her arrested. Possibly. I'm worried about her safety is all.
Well, we could spend a few days looking for, anyone maybe works in the area.
Could try coming up with an unknowing accomplice. If you are leaving if you are going to leave a package of sorts, find out who is going in and out, and just taking things. But do these need to be planted in a specific spot or just inside?
We were planning to just ram the building.
Put in car, let car drive itself into wall, kaboom.
Yes, we don't. A patsy is good, but we do not need one if we are just going to ram it.
Alright.
I think only thing we might need somebody from around the area is to know, I guess, which side of building probably most easy to get car through.
The front door.
I mean, you were not wrong. That would probably be quickest and easiest.
Most noticeable, though.
Lignon speaks up and says, if you want to make entrance, it would make entrance.
So, and then who will plant the shitty grenade?
That is up to us. We could just drop it in garbage, set it off, make noise.
That wouldn't be bad. Just easy to carry bag with it. Set it Just throw it away. Make it look like you were just disposing of trash.
We'll have to be right outside the other government buildings. Something to draw the attention.
Figure corner closest to both temple and government building would probably be best. Would get most eyes.
So what is plan? Car bomb plant.
Car bomb.
Car bomb. I will start. Do you wish to use truck?
Oh no, we should steal some new truck.
Steal new truck.
Why would we get rid of this van?
I don't know. I just the only truck we have is one truck. It's up there.
Yes, it's a nice truck though. I like it.
Good truck. I like truck. Yes. And then who will plant firecrackers?
What's around that area besides the government buildings and the law
Opposite
temple?
government buildings.
We could go with the Patsy idea and hire somebody.
Hey, that wouldn't be bad.
Meet them in a dark alley. Use a very deep and imposing voice and pay them a handful of money to deliver this package into trash can on the next day.
We just need you to throw a bag away, sir. That's all.
Well,
Our trash pretty full, costs money to have it emptied. So you throw it over there. Here you go. Here's some money.
It is plausible deniability. You have money here, and then we pay you, and you go away.
That is option. I will begin to prepare explosives for the car.
Worst case scenario, I could always just toss it.
You could always what?
I could always just toss it. Leave the bigger stuff up to the experts.
Well, I like the idea of getting somebody hired, but if any of us wants to be involved, you could be a person who sets it on fire, because throwing bag away will do nothing. Someone needs to light the bag on fire at some point. Any smokers? Grigori starts looking around.
Ligdon raises his hand but says, I am wanted man.
I suppose I can toss a cigarette then.
Because it will give slow burn too, so you have plenty of time to leave area. If it burns too quick, they might see you fleeing. You toss cigarettes into trash can, they think nothing of it. Then a minute later, boom.
All right.
Wear big hat.
I do have a reason to swing by one of the legal offices if we are waiting on. I can just be checking up on some paperwork.
On the paperwork? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, because she has a reason to like just check in on
Yeah,
paperwork every now and
yeah, I mean, like, technically, yes, but, like, that's... Like, there is a building for, like, the city government, which would be kind of what you would be going through, and then one for, like, the federal government, or the sort of provincial government now. That is a separate complex. Yeah, so you would have to... It's not the same set of buildings, essentially what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright. I will wear a big hat then.
That's wear a big hat. There's a lot of big hats. People wear big hats. People like big hats. Wear big hats. Wear strange coat you don't usually wear. I don't know. I usually just shoot in front of their faces.
I mean, do I have a reason to just I can be walking during.
Yeah, you can just.
3 o'clock.
Yeah, that's always the thing. You can just be there.
You have
Just
the freedom to be wherever you want.
yeah. Technically, yeah. Like
It's a nice
so
thing
long
about
as
the
you don't.
medical person. They don't. You literally could be everywhere.
All right.
Maybe
Okay,
you're
'cause
seeing patients. Maybe you're just taking a walk after major surgery. Who knows?
I could do that. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a plan.
Fantastic. So it'll take you a couple days to sort of gather everything together, and like prepare for the event. You guys want to steal a car, right?
Yeah, we're gonna steal another vehicle.
Sweet. Well, you bought. To be fair, you bought the last. Well, you did steal.
We stole the
You did,
last one.
Stole one.
you did
we
steal a
bought
big truck.
one.
You bought the truck. To be fair.
Yeah, we bought the truck, stole the car that we used to drive out to the convoy.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, you stole. You did steal a military vehicle, which I don't think. Wait. Don't you have? Don't you?
I
Nope.
think
You know. No,
No.
you just want truck.
We
Oh no, we
stole-
hid that in the trees or something, didn't we?
You set a brick on it and it just drove off for a while.
Yeah, you just
That's
set
right.
one off in the middle of nowhere. Another one was picked up. You currently have one truck that you've bought. So yes, you can go steal a car. What is the plan to steal a car?
This is going to be just one from a lot somewhere, because this doesn't have to
I
be
assumed.
a fancy military lot or
Mhm.
military vehicle.
Sure.
Although that would be hilarious if we run one of their vehicles into it.
I mean,
Isn't that our truck
you-
that went missing?
hey, it's our truck. Boom. Oh, fuck.
Captain,
Sure.
we found missing truck. What?
For the stealing of the car, one of you, whoever wants to, roll me 3d6. Just sort of, yeah. So anyone who wants to. Okay. With that, it takes you a bit of time. It takes you a bit longer than you'd hope. However, as you are sort of trying to procure this car, you do get a letter from your friends who are off in Caramel, or Caramel, saying that they have, quote, made some friends, and that they're thinking of perhaps ending their vacation. Do you respond to them in any way?
No, don't leave them hanging.
Write a letter that's like, oh, that'll be great to meet new friends. How was your
Sure thing.
vacation? Was it enjoyable? You'll have to tell us all about it when you get here.
Sure thing. Yep. You write a letter back.
Nice coded message.
Nice coded message. Yeah. You get a it takes you a bit longer than you'd hope. But you do eventually get a car. And Ligdon does starts preparing it to start to rig it to explode. You sort of do it very carefully, and kind of has to do it at night, because a big wolf man doing some weird shit to a car in the back alley behind a bar. It's going to draw attention. I'm going to roll for him as well. Ooh, wrong dice. Holy shit. Okay. The time you lose on getting the car is made up by Ligdon's great fucking rolls. The car is ready to go, and it's ready to be moved to the location. He explains, essentially, there is a timer. Like, you just have to press a button, timer will start. It should give enough time for it to crash into it, and should be more, and crash into the building, and and you're able to get out of the way, so it won't explode too early on you, most likely. So, do you wait for your friends to return for this, or do you do it before they come back?
I think Grigori would probably suggest waiting to see, if there's new people, maybe some of them can deliver this car to a better spot or do something else in the meantime to help it.
Yeah,
that's
we also
fair.
don't want to do like a sudden city lockdown and have them stuck outside.
Yeah, now they can't even come in
Yeah, that's fair.
because those friends of ours are also not very well wanted. So putting the whole city on lockdown before they get back would be terrible.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
wait.
sure. Yep. You wait. It didn't take them that long. Probably within like 3 days. They return. Which is uh, your friends, Gabriel Sawyer, and Ashlyn Picard. Um, they return. Um, return to the hideout. Any questions for them as they come in? They start asking like, "What have you guys been up to? Sort of what is your plans?" Um,
Probably like how did the word spreading go? Is there any sign of this and that?
I buy some drinks
um,
and bring them down to them.
sure. Yeah. Gabriel says, "Well, it went very well. I think. Um, there are not as heavy as presents out in the countryside, so it's a bit easier to make a few people disappear. Um, we learned that not in Caramel, but a little hamlet over, there was a sort of not really organized, more just people who didn't like the situation going on. That were very open to sort of more direction. They had been essentially doing small things. Any sort of repairs needed on the vehicles there for the soldiers have been sort of delayed and small things like that. So and they were willing to, with a little bit of backing, to start ramping up their
It's
operations.
it's very smart. Little sabotages here and there will start frustrating them. There, they
Yes.
send even less because they just don't want to deal with that part of area. Easy to lose.
Yes. So they wish to have some weapons before they start doing anything too extreme to help defend themselves. I hope you would understand.
I
Mhm.
think we can
Very
provide
good.
it. Um,
Yes, Shay?
Things are about to get a bit exciting, and we will go over the mission details.
Sounds good. Um, and I'll say for brevity, you guys go over the plan to car bomb, do the whole thing. It'll be great. They agree to come along. Um, you guys, I believe, have gas masks, what you're wearing to disguise yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Um,
because that's what we wore the last time we went out.
yeah. You also have a bunch of coats and stuff like that, like military coats, if you want to also wear those.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, like the black overcoats that soldiers wear.
Okay,
Would
we
be
should
able
do
to
that.
hide your presence. I will take my break around this time.
So what was that, Jay?
Uh, that will make it easier for you to move around. I will
Yes,
be
that's right.
taking my break around the 3 p.m.
Sure thing. We will be in the area when it happens.
All right.
Also gives us benefit of helping fund a lot of people leaving homes.
I will likely not be returning for until late evening.
Hmm.
You won't see me back either because as soon as we do this, I will be up to my eyeballs in paperwork.
And I will be knee deep in healing a lot of people.
Elbow, I imagine.
Elbows as well.
Very fun.
It's nice because most likely when a bad thing happens, they will punish little people, and I will be out of jobs, so I will have to go look for new work after this, most likely.
Well, if we are all ready to adieu,
Positivity out of the way.
let's make us a plan, as it were. You choose a day, you find a day. The day comes. Ton, you're setting the distraction, right?
Yep, I'll go on a break and I'll just like go for like a little walk and stretch.
Sure.
Just get away.
Ooh.
And I do like a little loop thing too, and I'm just I'll just be like I'll just be smoking along the way, and as I get to the trash can in question, I just make sure it's I just toss the lit cigarette in, and I keep going, and I continue my loop, and I'm sure before I get back to the clinic, I'll start hearing stuff.
The party
Sure.
will begin.
The party will begin. Well, you go to the trash can in question. You drop a cigarette in and begin to walk away. And I'm gonna roll a thing. Don't worry about it.
No,
Good to
definitely
know.
not worried about it.
Don't worry about it. As you begin to walk away, you hear a voice call after you. Mhm. Turn around and there's Galniza.
Gamisa?
Um,
Sorry, Miss Kemet, Officer Kemet.
Yes, well, we are in public. Yes. How are you? I've not seen you in a few days.
It has been a while, yes.
Yes. Well, since you are here, I probably understand that you're probably not free at this moment, but perhaps sometime soon, me and you could head back to that little cafe.
Are you on your break as well?
Currently, I am not. No, I am currently performing some duties, but I always have the time to stop and speak with a friend.
You honor me. Um, and I'll kind of like start walking kind of alongside her,
Mhm.
just to kind of be keep it kind of casual. Um, I was thinking, I, I, this, I hope I am not overstepping my bounds, but as a mage myself,
At that moment, you begin to hear the popping sounds of these little firecrackers. It does cause a panic. They create a lot of smoke. And Galaniza sort of like kind of spins very quickly, sort of turns and draws her gun.
I dive on the ground.
Sure, you dive on the ground. Which she doesn't think is irregular because it's just he doesn't know what's going on, and she leaves to go investigate. Well, that is happening. Who brought the car to the location?
It's just a normal, like, just regular day kind of thing.
It's a normal regular day. It's a kind of like mid afternoon, around 3-ish.
It would probably either be Grigori or like someone small, like not super well known, like say would be. Because at 3, he's either off work for the day or he didn't work that day, so he's just driving around town, having a good little stroll.
Sure.
Driving around at the speed.
So you're going to drive the car.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. All right,
That's
you drive the car
plan.
over. Salathil, are you present for this situation? Or are you off doing something else?
I will be on duty somewhere else, but close by.
Sure thing. And your allies, what is their role in this? Do you guys want them nearby to do some stuff, or?
Grigori probably asked for at least like a couple of people, just in case someone, sees the car flying into the building and sees him
No,
going in
no.
the opposite direction.
Sure thing.
It's like, why is that guy going down an alleyway? Oh my god, this car's flying out of there.
Excellent. Yes, I will say that Ashland will accompany you.
Okay.
Yeah, Ashland accompanies you. You get the car, get it ready, get it set up. And what would I have you roll for this to see if it works? Let's look at.
See, I wouldn't know what to do for the setting up, but definitely I'll need a stealth to get out of there without being seen, because that'll suck.
Sure.
You know what? It probably shouldn't be you, because you're gonna stick out like a sore thumb.
Oh yeah, big red dragonborn. So maybe what's her nuts
I
can
can
do
do
it.
it.
Okay, and we'll
Sure.
be the ones keeping watch on say.
Sure thing. Sailafel.
Yeah.
For
I
me,
can not be in uniform, but if they go, it's an elf. That's gonna
It's like, well,
be a lot
great.
harder to track.
and then Dragonborn.
Yeah, like
Perfect.
giant red dragonborn versus it's an elf. I can only see the pointy ears.
It's always an
Beautiful.
elf.
Sailafel.
Yes.
Roll a drive for me.
Okay, and 1 sec. Okay, that's only knowledge and repair. You said a drive?
Yes, a drive.
Driving. Hey, it's a D4. This will be great.
Good thing you have one more reroll.
Good thing I have one more reroll.
Yep.
I don't need it.
Oh,
Excellent.
eat shit for us. That's what you get for doubting the dice.
No, I'm glad you pointed it out, because if you hadn't, I would have whiffed it. Would have biffed it hard.
With an 8 on the wild die, you are able to take a length of pipe, probably the same pipe the guy got smacked with, and able to sort of jam the steering wheel. You take a brick, you put it on the gas pedal, you release the brake, and it squeals out of the little alleyway. I assume that you had parked it in, pointed directly at the tower. It's just kind of tall, like 4-story tower that operates as has been dubbed the House of Loth, of Loth, and it's a weird name. Drives up it. People starting to, you can hear like the panicking over there. People starting to leave. You give them some time. Goes up. Press the button. Crashes into one of the walls. Kind of crashes. It kind of hits like it's an old, sort of like classically built building, so a lot of like stone and marble. But it hits the doors. Part of the car does hit at the side of it, and sort of like skids and like sort of flips around to the inside of the car, inside of the building, I should say. Sail to roll a stealth check as well.
I got this. 4 and a 4.
Excellent. Okay. You do that, and as you begin to sneak away, you do hear some people shout because they, fucking car are rolled through. So we're going to get into some soldiers run towards the building, some soldiers run towards the alleyway to see what the fuck is going on back there. But you're going to go away. Actually, Grigori as well. Also roll 1.
Stealth.
Oh, yes. Fuck. Okay. Cool, guys. Excellent. Yeah, you begin to sneak away. Khan, you are kind of on your stomach, sort of with your hands above your head. You hear Galeniza sort of shout to you something. You think she shouts it in Undercommon, just sort of in a panic, just says something. Then begins to then there's a crash, and she runs towards the tower. And then there is the explosion. Several windows, all the windows in the building, the closest building to it, shatter. Just many windows across the streets around break, and you feel the shockwave sort of go over you, followed by this cloud of dust and debris. You are reduced to coughing, as you can't, as the air is filled with detritus. Roll a notice for me.
Yeah. Important question.
Yes.
Is there a giant?
Another 4.
Is there a blazing fire at the moment?
Well, there's a giant plume of smoke, a giant dust cloud. You're caught in the middle of it,
Yeah.
so it's hard to see. You sort of try to wade through the. Oh fuck! Excellent.
Nice.
You start to wade through the dust cloud, begin to approach the building. There is a fire. There are fires burning. You do hear crumbling as you notice the tower has collapsed sort of away from the street onto sort of the rest of the sort of government campus. And as you move, you remember that Galniza had run towards the towers before it exploded. Do you look for her?
Yeah. Do I see her?
You do actually. She's very badly hurt. You see that she's missing majority of one of her legs.
Oh.
She's crawling. You know, it's not away from the explosion, towards it.
Do I see where her leg is?
You do not.
Sorry we hurt your friend.
If I'm gonna be running up to her, but as I do,
Sure.
can I look around to see if I can spot her missing limb?
With that notice, that double notice, you don't see it. I'm gonna say that. You can roll a medicine. Do you have medicine? That trained skill you
I
have?
hope so.
I should.
Yeah, I'm just not familiar. Is a medicine a skill in this game? Is more my question.
I'm gonna be the doctor.
It's called
I don't
healing.
have any.
So yes, roll healing.
I have a doctorate in psychology. That makes me a doctor.
It's like I'm a dentist, not an actual.
Raise your
one.
roll. Absolutely.
5.
Hey.
With that 5, one thing you notice, as you kind of walk up to her, the part that's missing her leg. So you have seen legs destroyed, like limbs that are ripped off by explosions that have been crushed by falling debris. You've seen that before. This is not that. There is a very clean cut on her leg, and as she sort of crawls, she goes over to another body. It's a person who's alive, but they're injured too. And she puts her hand over their face. And they begin to whimper and try to fight her off. As she pulls her hand back and begins to draw the blood from their body. And the blood kind of goes up her arm and across, and it soaks her uniform as it travels down to her leg, as she begins to stand on a leg made out of magically controlled blood.
That is terrifying and awesome at the same time.
Mhm.
Tan's heel turn begins.
What do you do in this moment as you watch as she kills someone?
Yeah.
Kill her. Just put her
You
leg.
said there's a little bit of fire.
Put her
Like, this
leg
is
over her
important.
face.
There is
a lot of it or a little?
you look up. There is a growing fire. Is getting worse and worse as time goes on. In this moment right now, it's not like a rage inferno, but probably will become one.
Yep. I think just kind of like staring up and seeing that fire growing, she's kind of like holding out her hand, just like impulsively, and you can say like the scars
Oh, right.
on the
Yeah.
on her hand, before she just um, before looking to before looking to Gelnisa. Do we have to get out of here?
She looks at you. Her eyes are like are bloodshot. Her very controlled appearance, like perfect hair, perfectly perfectly like pressed uniform, is disheveled. She has a wild look in her eyes. And she says, "No, someone did this." And begins to sort of very in shock. Like definitely this person is suffering shock. You know, she's lost her leg. Um, begins to sort of head back towards sort of the building itself.
Tanjiro
You
reach
see,
out and try to grab her.
sure. You see that her leg, like the weird blood leg, it has like claws and talons. And as she walks, there's another person on the ground, and she like steps on them and like pierces their body, and more blood kind of comes up. Um, and she manifests a sword made out of blood. Um, do you still attempt to grab her?
Yeah.
Sure.
You were injured.
Roll a fighting.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Fighting.
Yes, fighting.
Fighting.
She's not the best at fighting. She only did D6.
No. Well, I have a D4, so.
Well,
Well, you don't.
Look,
do
she's
fighting.
really good at losing a leg. It's fine.
mm-hmm. She's also wounded. Yeah, she's not doing good. Um, you rolled. What'd you roll? A 3. So that is a failure. Here's the thing. She also fails. And so the two of you, you kind of grab her. She kind of forces, sort of out of your grasp, begins to walk and just sort of collapses. You're clearly suffering from an incredible amount of blood loss at this moment.
Alright, and so if I can't see her leg.
You cannot. You assume that it's You're not sure what happened to it in the after the explosion.
Yeah, I'm going to try and gently coax her back, and this is gonna be weird because she's currently using blood magic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently, just a healer, but can I utilize the magic she's using to heal and make the blood leg heal for a new leg? Because we're technically in the golden hour, as per the healing it says.
Yes. So you know that if you cast healing on her right now, you could probably stop her because she is still bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
It's she just sort of has this magical blood leg. So if you heal her, you would stop her bleeding. If you succeeded on the check to heal her.
But can I use the blood she's utilizing to regenerate
No.
a new? Okay.
No, you would not be able to do that. No.
Quick, pour some coagulant into her blood stuff so she just can't. She chokes on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to stop her bleeding.
Sure. Roll a spell. Roll the check.
Oh, well, using my last reroll.
Do you have one still? You used one earlier. Use a second one. You get 2 or 3.
Okay, we get 3, I thought.
Let me double check just to make sure.
Oh wait, I rolled the wrong thing. Never mind.
Sweet. Well, I won't check anyways because I have it right here.
I'm supposed to roll spell casting, which is higher. and I'll still use that reroll.
See, it's a good thing you didn't go with us to fuck up, like so unlike us who blew all of ours right away.
Oh, 5. Jeez.
Well, a 4 is enough. The limit was the DC is 4. So you kind of grab her, and as you do, she sort of like kind of grabs your arm and tries to push you away again. But you do stop the bleeding. And she's going to roll a thing. Let's see, what can she do? Oop, wrong thing. Yeah, okay. What the fuck? Okay. So you heal her. And in that moment, she recognizes that you aren't that moment trying to stop her from doing her job, which is the one thing she's thinking about. And you heal the wound on her leg.
We have to get out of here. That fire
Roll
is going to spread.
roll a persuasion check.
8.
Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. You recognize in this moment that this woman is now trusts. Before she had like an interest in being your friend of some variety. She now trusts you. You walked into an explosion site to save her. You see that sort of the manic look in her eyes sort of fades as the sword that she is someone made of blood sort of just like melts away and splatters on the ground, and so does the leg she's made, and sort of collapses into you.
Yeah, I'm sling my arm underneath her and help her out.
Sure.
If I happen to see her leg on the way out, I'm grabbing that too, but I don't expect to. So
You don't see her leg, no.
Okay. She's getting a robot leg, I guess.
Well, I'll tell you what happened to the leg. It was crushed, and she cut it off.
Oh.
Yes, that's what the clean cut was from her magic. So here's the question I have for you then, Ton.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
I gotta get her to the clinic.
In this moment, you realize that she's not fully aware it's happening. You know who she is, her role within this society. Do you still take her to the clinic?
I am a pacifist, yes.
Okay.
That is my other flaw.
Sure. I just wanted to make sure that you take her to your clinic.
She knows blood magic that I have to learn. That is my out of character reason.
Oh no. You take her away. Do you all right, the other two, Selathil and Dagori, some soldiers have begun to run down that alleyway. There's a lot of noise going on. People screaming. There are car horns, sirens are coming. Do you continue to run and hide, or do you engage them?
Run and hide.
Yep.
So run and hide?
Gotta go, because I'm a Dragonborn. They're gonna ask questions regardless.
Sure, yeah. You begin to run. I am going to roll their notice checks.
I think Grigori would lead Silva with him to like run with the crowds of people as they're all escaping to try and blend in, because he knows how to do that to get out of sight and blend in with regular people.
Sure. You begin to run through the alleyways and find a stream of people begin to run. I assume you guys ditched the masks you were wearing.
Yeah.
Got to pull the masks off. Do you keep them with you, or do you throw them in a trash and keep running?
Probably not hard to get a hold of. I'd toss mine away just to make sure.
I see you guys are talking about the thing. I want to look at that. So yeah, you easily throw the masks away and begin to run in the direction of the crowd. Pretty soon, as you guys as the panic from downtown begins to subside and people start to stop running, you begin to hear sirens everywhere. And you observe that there are more and more soldiers wear these rat backs, I should say. And as we guys make it back to go back to the hideout, you hear the familiar loud thumping of the spider tracks, the massive tanks, sort of all-terrain tanks that they use that are currently you see about two of them marching to the city towards downtown. You have made a lot of noise.
Yeah, we've been loud.
That was very, very loud.
All according to plan.
But did the building collapse?
The building absolutely collapsed.
Good.
Yes.
And they know business.
You know what I mean business. Here's the question. Now that you guys are starting to collect, to think about, do you guys claim responsibility? And if so, how do you do that?
Oh man.
Do we want to claim responsibility just yet?
It's up to you.
I feel like we're not in a spot for it just yet.
Not yet. Like once we can, I think once we I think the next thing we do, it's going to be that thing of like, we did this. We were also the ones behind the attack on the temple. This will keep like eventually, like when we get more people.
We won't claim credit for it yet.
Yes, absolutely. Just curious. You guys begin to run back to the area. You, Sailithil, not Sailithil, Tan, are carrying Galniza.
Yeah, Tan is fine. The two of us
Tan,
need to get away.
Yes. You guys get away. You guys do get away. I have to hide. But Tan, as you head back to the clinic, Galniza is delirious currently. Lost a lot of blood. She is muttering things in what you recognize as undercommon, and keeps calling you a name. Just over and over again.
Calling me a name?
Yes.
What is the name?
Let me find that name and pull up in my notes. Here it is. She keeps calling you Syndoma. Constantly Syndoma. You recognize it's a name because she keeps like looking at you and tries to get your attention using this name, and clearly at this point does not recognize you as who you are.
Okay.
Does he spell it?
Ah, it's close.
Yeah.
Oh no, you accidentally injected a terrible chemical into her while she's going cuckoo bananas. Aww.
That's valuable information.
But yeah,
I'm
you
sorry,
bring her to
Fascist.
a nearby hospital, I assume.
I'm getting her in bed. I'm calling out the quick orders that need to be called out. It's like she needs blood now.
Yeah.
And it's like and like when people ask what happened, it's just like there was an explosion. We're about to get very busy.
Yes. Do you bring her back to your clinic or to a hospital?
Whatever's closer.
Sure. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It's yours. 4, 5, 6. Different hospital. Okay. You bring it to your clinic. You sort of you sort of bring her there, and you lay her down. You recognize some of the other doctors there, and as you begin to shout orders, and people ask you, sort of one of the head doctors there sort of grabs you and kind of pulls you to the side, and says, "All right, just sit down. All right, you'll be fine." It doesn't let you essentially operate on Galniza.
Insight check.
Sure, roll notice. Okay. It would be a breach of ethics. You brought this person in. You carried this bleeding person in. You are covered in dust and shit. Like it would be remiss of him to allow you to continue to treat this person medically. You're also not okay.
Okay, but
Yeah.
but it's not like I'm gonna go kill this person now.
It doesn't to go kill this person. It's like you're not in a position to be a medical professional right now.
Okay.
And because you just witnessed an explosion and a bunch of people dying. Yeah. So yeah, it isn't sinister. It's like literally like sit down and like make sure your bones aren't broken and that like you're not dying.
Okay. So
Because adrenaline.
It's basically the captain. You're compromised right now. I'm relieving you
Yeah.
of duty till you're better.
Yeah, it's just essentially you could.
All right.
Like,
So
who
I
knows
think,
what's wrong with you in this moment?
Yeah, I think there's like just like a brief moment where there's like that frantic freak out because the last time there was any sort of like crazy fire or big catastrophe, she was freaking out.
Yes.
And
Ooh.
I think the combination of her phobia and pacifist is that she needs to help the injured.
Sure.
So
I need you to roll a spirit roll for me.
Ooh, spirit.
Yes. In this moment.
Yeah. 5.
Okay. Your character definitely has PTSD. For sure. And in this moment, you remember the moment the hospital you worked at before was attacked. You remember the soldiers opening fire. You remember the literal fire. You remember being burned. You remember seeing people burn alive. You remember the screams, and it's very reminiscent of this other moment, of this current moment. And it takes you some time as you sit down and begin to realize that you're sort of spiraling a little bit. You just have to take a moment. And not descend into a not to spiral out of control. So you just kind of sit down. The doctor kind of forces you to sit and doesn't let you get back up. And you just sort of sit there and breathe for a little bit as you start to calm down. And as you do, you notice more and more people get brought in. A lot of soldiers get brought in that are hurt. A lot of you see people who are not in military uniform, maybe civilians or government officials, and then and also quite a lot of other women who wear the same insignia as Galniza, this symbol of Loth, as they begin to brought in more and more, and as you begin to get up and go to clean yourself off, you notice that there are bodies starting to pile up in the back of the clinic. There are a lot of people who are not making it right now. So I'll leave you there, sort of witnessing the aftermath of your actions. Have fun with that.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you bombed the place. Bombs are shitty. Selathil and Grigori, you watch as these tanks, you actually see some of the taller sort of four-legged tanks with the kind of arms things kind of start stomping through. what do you do in these moments? Like, what is your plan? Do you, Sailfield, do you go to work? Do you continue to act like part of the panicking crowd?
I probably have a change of clothes to get out of and kind of blend in a little better. I'm gonna disappear and just not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think, but as she's like leaving, Gregori's gonna be like, you should probably clock in
Mm-hmm.
as he goes basically the other way to blend in with crowds and get out of sight, out of mind.
Sure thing.
I'm gonna do what any good police officer does, and that is be first responder mode. But I'm gonna disappear out of this immediate area and then go head
Absolutely.
right to the police
Sure.
station.
I would like actually you and Grigori to roll a notice check for me.
11.
Ooh.
Oh dang!
Oh,
Oh, baby.
get wrecked, scrub.
Yeah.
Grigori, you notice it first. Sailfield, you notice it pretty soon after. Back in the direction, you begin to hear the sort of distant popping sound of gunfire. As it gets louder, it's more frantic. You eventually do hear, you start to hear like sound of rifles and pistols being fired back in the direction of the explosion.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Is it because we left somebody behind?
No, Ashton came with you.
Okay, good.
She stood off and
I was
moved.
like,
She wasn't gonna. No, that wasn't. You know that.
okay.
Some other
Fairly
assholes
certain.
are claiming credit for our bombing.
Guess we'll bomb them too to show them who's bomb.
Like, hopefully,
Bomb
But,
everyone.
I think
hopefully it's not a violent suppression of the area.
Yeah,
Grigori like, I'd say violent suppression of the
Sailfield's
area.
about to find out soon.
Sailfield, yeah, as you leave, and then change, and then head back, in first responder mode. By the time you get back, the gunfire has died down, and what you see is kind of surprising. So the gunfire started a little bit after the bombing. So your first assumption is, all right, you don't think there's a leak within your organization told someone else. You think this was like an opportunity to do some shit.
Decided they were going to riot.
They were going to try something, yes. And as you get back, what you see, so you pulled off, are a few dead bodies of some Underdark soldiers, and also some dwarves. And you notice a lot of them have either like red sashes or red headbands.
My friends, no.
Oh no.
There is a very crude sort of like red flag that has like a yellow dwarven axe painted on it as well.
You didn't warn the communists not to attack.
No.
I told him to be cool about it. We were gonna have club meetings and everything.
Yeah.
Sobs in People's Revolution.
Mm-hmm. You look at the weapons. The weapons, a lot of them are like, some of them are like, they're not for fighting people. Like a lot of them are hunting, like slow hunting rifles, and like a couple of like double barrel shotguns. Like nothing, not modern military equipment. These people didn't have a lot of chance. They killed some people. They killed around like five of them, but they lost more.
We're doing well until everybody died.
They're doing well until everybody died. Yeah. And as you sort of get there and learn what happened, they were attacked by these dwarves waving this flag. Some of them escaped, actually.
Interesting question.
Yes.
And this is more a cinematic question. Is there a
Sure.
moment where Sailafil sees like the dwarves leaving, and then they see them, and they're like, oh shit, and then she does a little like head tilt for them to run?
Sure, I'll say earlier, as you were running away, carrying this person, you saw these dwarves like wearing these red things, and you kind of make eye contact for a second, and they saw who you were helping, but they kept running. They like yeah. So that seems like a good point to end this session. As Sailafil begins to try to do something to help try to find survivors, I guess. So Gory
Very
sort of
oriented,
sort of starts to run and hide, and Tan sort of comes face to face with her actions. There is another person on the street near the explosion that none of you noticed.
We didn't notice an 11 and a 17. Damn.
You didn't notice this guy 11, 17. He looks like a normal person. He doesn't stand out. Not somebody you ever met before. He's a sort of tall, blonde man. Sort of like kind of a mousy kind of appearance to him. Sort of this kind of skinny guy wearing these round sunglasses. He holds up a camera and takes a picture of it, of the explosion. And says to himself, so no one can hear it, it says, "Now I wonder who did this." And that's where we're going to end the session. It's the mysterious photographer.
Oh no. Frank West, you've done it again.
Frank.
Yeah,
Howard Wars,
you got to it before I could drop the meme.
He's covered wars. He hasn't said how long he's been covering them.
And in which dimension. And also, if he was once a skinny, blonde-headed man.
He could have been dyeing his hair.
Yeah, I don't know. He seems stocky to me. This guy's tall. Anyways.
It's teenage Frank West on his way to be cool and get a job working at the Daily Bugle.
There you go.
All right, you're starting to mix metaphors. Mix references.
They keep asking me to find some picture of a Spider-Man, but all I find are these spider worshippers. Is this good enough?
I got a picture of the spider god. Does that count? No, I'm sorry.
There's this driver over here. It's a man and a spider.
Spider. It's like, yeah, I'm a Spider-Man. Not what I want. Oh, poor Drider. Anyways, yeah, that is the end of the session. Hope everyone enjoyed that. I'm happy to get back into it. It's time to find my groove back in this system. Figure it out. I want to get you guys some more consequences. I want to make this a little bit harder. I've been going easy on you, I think, lately.
I feel nothing for all these dead and injured drow.
Darn. Not all of them are drow.
Not all of them, but I don't feel bad for her drow girlfriend being.
No, don't. She's a terrible person. She's a horrific
Love
person.
Can change people.
Look. That's what. Yeah, exactly. And Tom will be like, "Love, could you teach me blood magic?" And then when she does, she'll be like, "Thanks. By the way,
Viva la resistance," then make her explode in the hospital bed.
I mean,
just drains her blood to make a cool, like, power armor mech out of blood and be like, "Hey, Salem, isn't this cool?"
And
yeah.
Phil is like, "I love you forever."
Yep. Okay. I think that's their plan. Which, I mean, if they do it,
if we can make a blood mech, I'm for it.
If you can make it, if you don't have to learn some really fucked up things and a lot of fucked up magic,
really
but yep.
Fucked up things.
Like sometimes, like what's his name? Tommy Pickle said it best: "A baby's got to do what a baby's got to do."
Hell yeah! So now, Vader, I'm coming for you. Wait.
Damn
it. Mixed up our things again. All right. Well, anyways, hey, thanks for everybody who held out. Thanks for none of our bots deciding to sub. I was really disappointed in that. You should have given me your money.
Yeah, give them money.
Give us money. We don't have enough people to send anyone over to raid, so that's fine. But we'll be back on this channel Tuesday for a Sabat themed Vampire the Masquerade game. Get ready for that. We're gonna be heckin' evil. Heck. Doing all the evils. I'm gonna turn the person into a chair, and it's gonna be great.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's what my
that's
clan,
rough.
That's what my clan does. We flesh trap people. I make shit.
Okay.
I was wondering, shit, and I'm gonna turn a person into a basketball, and then I'm gonna dunk them.
I was about to ask, like, are you doing like magically, or are you like turning someone to like bones and flesh? Like, okay.
Flesh crafting.
Fresh crafting. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny.
Okay.
I did
run
a game once where it was actually in Dunes. I don't think anybody noticed, but the sorceress that everyone had allied themselves with.
My mom.
Yeah, your mom.
Thanks.
Had
just allied with you, mom.
Yeah, had they had some people attack them or something. I forget.
You know
Mhm.
who else
She-
is an evil sorceress?
She's
My
an evil sorceress.
mom.
I mean,
And
I was
she-
an evil sorceress.
My
too. I just wasn't good at it.
I wanted to let me make a Meat Man fucking reference. Jesus.
She,
Look, anybody that references regular show is okay in my book.
I've never seen it.
Oh, you
Oh,
gotta
it's
watch it. It's so good.
I
There's-
have like
there's-
six. I have six shows on my to watch list. All
There's,
right,
there's
I'm getting
literally
to
a
it.
guy who that's his whole thing is he'll go to insult you, but he insults himself by saying like, you know who's really dumb? My
he
mom.
tries to do your mom jokes, but he always says my mom.
Yes, I know. I'm aware of Meat Man.
It's Muscle Man.
Muscle Man, where the fuck? I don't give a shit. I haven't seen it yet.
But
That's
yes,
why you
I
have to
remember
watch
the
it.
attack
Yeah.
on
Anyways,
the mom.
Shay was trying to tell us a story.
Yeah, sorry, Shay.
Oh, no worries. It's she turned the survivors into a chair with true polymorph.
That's fun.
Checks out.
Uh,
That's
Good use of
fun.
that high level magic, I would say.
Yeah.
I like I had someone roll when they like stepped into like the office, and I had them roll like a perception, and they did not see the horrified face on the back of the chair.
You know how in True Polymorph, it's if you damage it enough, it will revert back to its normal form.
Not after an hour, or it's either not after an hour or not after 24 hours. Then they're just
Okay,
permanently turned
I was about to
into
say like if
spells.
you just left it alone long enough, would it just like get damaged because the chair has no ability to heal naturally, and then it just become a person one day? Because that would be wild.
If it's destroyed before the concentration ends, then they turn
Yeah.
it back. But if
Yeah,
the
yeah.
concentration goes for the duration of the spell, they're permanently changed until someone manages to.
But just
dispel it.
think about that. Just think about sitting in a chair one day and it broke, and then it's just a person screaming. You're just like, what the fuck?
It just breaks off, and you just see an actual leg instead of
Exactly
the chair.
what it is.
Like,
It's like, I'm a person again. It's like, what the fuck happened? What?
Alright. Well, anyways, that's where we're gonna end the stream tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Wonderful
Are we still
stories
on
from
stream?
people.
Fuck.
Yeah, no. Like every time I try and stop this, we go into story tangents, so I just let it roll. Anyways,
Fair enough.
that's it, guys. Have a great night. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.